get several members of the second.
What's up, y'all? Hey. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Thank you, Reese's Pieces. Welcome, boo. Hey, Ed. Hey, babe. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? What's up, Chocolate Bed? Hey, Mr. Zooty. Hey, Diva. I saw you in Beautiful Soul, right? You were in Beautiful Soul's chat earlier. I believe it was Beautiful Soul's chat earlier today. I love Beautiful Soul's chat, y'all. Y'all know I'm not on no kind of sleeping pattern, but I make sure I be getting mad when I miss it. If I roll over and she get ready to go off, I be mad. I'm like, shit. Because I can always watch the replay, but I be wanting to say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mama Six, hey babe. Hey Dwayne, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, that is not Dwayne. Duana. I'm sorry, baby. You know, I mean, no disrespect. My I saw an E instead of an A. I'm sorry, baby. Hey, little baby. Hey, boo. Girl, you actually been on my mind lately, but I'm in the middle of something and I can't talk right now. Okay. But I'm gonna call you back because I actually thought about you about a week or so ago, and I was like, I need to catch up and see what's up with my girl. But I literally just started doing a YouTube video, like literally just started. But I'm gonna call you back though. Okay. All right. Bye. What's up? Hey, Demetrius, how you doing? Listen, now it's about to storm over here. Like when I say storm, like thunder, lightning, storm. Yeah, okay. I had a doctor's appointment today, right? Listen, you know DC was built on a swamp, right? Y'all know that. If y'all don't know, let me tell y'all. DC was built on a swamp. Like it is literally swamp land. And y'all know I live in the suburbs, like the outskirts of DC. But my doctor's appointment was in DC. When I left my house, my car said 100 degrees. Which is already hot enough, let's be clear. It's already fucking hot enough, okay? I got to my doctor's appointment. It was 104 because I took a picture because I was going to post it on my Instagram that my car said 104. When I left out of my doctor's appointment and got back in my car, it said 110. And I said, okay, well, my car's hot because we're sitting in the sun. Okay, whatever. But then when I stopped at the Jersey Mike's to get me a sandwich, I figured I had time for my car to cool off a little bit. It still said 108. I said, you know what? And so during the summer when it gets hot, like, well, we get, I figured we were going to have a storm. So it's a coming. I don't know if it's going to directly hit where I'm sitting, but it's a coming. Yeah, Vovo. Yes, Vovo, little monster, little murder, little monster, little murder, little murder, little monster. Listen. Uncle Clifford was calling him little the whole show. Why I can't call him little monster? You know, El Teddy had to say something in my comments. I mean, y'all know what makes me mad is when I think I'm right. Like, you couldn't tell me that boy name wasn't Little Monster. I just knew his name was Little Monster. But the fucked up thing was, I got it right in the first episode. We talking about P-Valley, y'all. I got it right in the first episode. I was calling him Little Murder. I don't know why I started calling him Little Monster last night. Shut up. You live in Nebraska? It's been 100 for a couple of days now, and you're over it, child. I understand. I mean, Demetrius, don't tell me what I was asking. You don't have to tell me. But I really, yeah, P Valley is so good. Ooh, so good. But a good friend of mine that I went to college with, she just became a professor at, I want to say, the University of Nebraska, but don't quote me on the name of the college. But she lives in Omaha now, and I promised her I was going to come and visit her because she was like, because she's from, well, she's not from New York. She was living in New York. She was working at a college in New York. She's a professor. And she was like, ain't nobody gonna come and visit me in Nebraska. I was like, girl, I'm gonna come to Nebraska. She was like, girl, you wouldn't come. I said, listen, I just like to travel. I just like to go places I've never been before. And I've been to Nebraska. I never stayed, like spent 3 or 4 days in Nebraska. But I was like, girl, I'll come to Nebraska. But of course, with everything with COVID, I didn't make it. But I'm gonna still go visit her. So that's why when you said Nebraska, I'm gonna go visit her. And if she does live where you live, I'll let you know when it's set in stone and it's actually gonna happen. But if she does live where you live, we're gonna hook up, Demetrius. We're gonna hook up. I mean, if you want to hook up, let me say that. I ain't gonna I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make you hook up. You were calling Little Monster since the first. I was saying Little Monster too. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna tell you anything about the episode. I was just saying that I was calling him Little Monster. I was calling him Little Monster in the first episode too. Damn. I just thought I was right. You live in Lincoln? Oh, okay. I think she live in Omaha. But don't quote me on that part either. I just know she was moving to Nebraska, child. But I know whatever, she's working at a college there. If I can remember the actual name of the college, I'm sure you would know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I told her, she was like, I know nobody's gonna want to come. Everybody wanted to come to New York when I was in New York. Everybody wanted to visit me, but I know ain't nobody gonna come visit me in Nebraska. I was like, girl, I'll come to Nebraska, child. I don't care. Shit, just tell me what airport. Tell me what airport. I am there. Look, y'all, my cousin got me. In case y'all haven't noticed, I like t-shirts, and I like t-shirts. I like old TV show t-shirts. I like sayings, like cute sayings. So my cousin got me 2 t-shirts. I still haven't worn my my t-shirts I got me for my birthday. My Mood 24/7 t-shirt. I'm definitely taking that with me to the beach. And when my family start getting on my nerves, that's gonna be the shirt that I put on, and I'm just gonna sit there with my sunglasses, a drink in my hand like this. And when they say something to me, I'm just gonna do this and let them read my shirt. It says thou. What it say? It say thou shalt not try me. Mood 24/7. That's what I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna. So my cousin got me whatever. Whatever, every time I need some V-necks. So my cousin got me 2 t-shirts, and this one says me sarcastic. No, right? So I wore this one today, and then the other one she got me, it says sarcasm. I put that shit on everything. Now that shirt I'm not going to take with me to the beach because as much as I curse, I do not curse around my parents. So I won't be taking that shirt with me to the beach, but I will be wearing it when I'm not going to be around them. I don't curse in front of my mom. My dad, sometimes. Like if we like shooting the shit type conversation, I let it slip out. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm doing it. Like I'm conscious. I know I'm cursing. You know what I'm saying? But my mama, I don't be cursing in front of my mama. Mm-mm. My mama don't play that. Mm-mm. You know what my mother does? Here's the thing about my mother. My mother never has to curse you out. My mother never has to raise her voice. My mother can slice you with. She's one of those people that can just slice you without even getting loud. This is what my mother always says every time she hears people curse or she knows I curse. So every once in a while, she'll just throw this out here. Cursing is for people with limited vocabularies. Cursing is for people who have no other way to express themselves. Like, you don't have no comeback for that. When somebody says cursing is for people with limited vocabularies, you don't have no comeback for that. There's nothing left to say with that other than, all right, Mom. Hey, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Echo Man. Hey, Starkey. How you doing? Oh, you have to, because you have to wait for it to be online. So, All right, we got a lot of stuff I want to say today, y'all. I got a lot of little announcements, and then I do want to have like one big conversation. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing, sweetie? Your mother used to say that, girl. I'm telling you, it's written in the Black Mama Handbook somewhere. It is written down. It is somewhere in the Black Mama Handbook because my mother says it, and she been saying it for a long. Because, like I said, I've been cursed. Listen, my brother was 8 years older than me. So when I was growing up, like by the time I started school, my brother was already in the 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, something like that. So being around his friends, I always, and my brother was hood adjacent. Like he wasn't a thug for real, but he was thug adjacent. Like he had thug friends. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been cussing. I remember getting my mouth washed out with soap in kindergarten. Because I would repeat what I heard. I didn't know what I was cursing. I was just repeating what my brother was saying, child. I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, so sometimes the curse word is appropriate and the only word that fits is I say the same thing to my mama. Listen, Abby, but my mama don't be going for it. My mother just be like, we paid a whole lot of money for your vocabulary. That's the best you have? I'll be like, but why you... All right, lady. I just be like, all right then. So, couple of little announcements I want to make, you guys. What's up, Kels? How you doing? Kels getting y'all together. Kels said, wait a minute. With the emojis too. I love y'all. I love y'all. So listen, couple of housekeeping things I want to get out. I don't curse about my mom either. She said one thing one time, and I quickly apologized. Child. Oh, you said one thing? Child. Now, like I said, I'm not going to say I've never, ever, ever, but I don't use, like, I might have said damn or hell a couple of times, but I ain't used no F-bombs around my mama. I mean, no. So, y'all know, for those of y'all who've been rocking with me for a while, y'all know we used to do our lives on Friday night. Hey, Dominique, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while, boo. Y'all know, every Friday night we used to do a live chat about a TV show that we were reviewing, and it would usually be me, Abby, and El Teddy, and sometimes I would try to reach out to other YouTubers who reviewed the show and have them come on and talk to us. And then it kind of got to the point where a lot of the shows we were reviewing weren't on anymore. Like we used to do Greenleaf, David Makes Man, Queen Sugar, and they weren't on anymore. And so we kind of got away from it. But right now we do have a few shows. We've got P-Valley. We've got Greenleaf is back. And even though Abby doesn't really watch Greenleaf, she does participate in the conversation. But she does watch P-Valley. So myself, El Teddy, and Abby, we do watch P-Valley, Greenleaf, and something else. And then, of course, we have our retro reviews that we're doing. So I'm going to start trying to do that again, schedule it. Even if we can't do it every single Friday, we're going to do it, regularly again. I'm here listening, doing my face. Girl, I know that's right, Mama Six. Mama Six doing that face, hunty. Oh, I'm so sorry. Definitely sending prayers to you and the family, Dominique. I'm sorry to hear about that. Definitely sorry to hear about that. Hey, Amber. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Couple of little housekeeping things. We come on here a lot. We talk about the mess. So let me talk about a couple of good things. I don't know how many of you guys know Brianna Pettyville. She's a YouTuber. And she does like a lot of the like YouTube street stuff, like, getting into commentary on the different things going on, like in the quote unquote the beef sector. But she's also started branching off into the candle community. She loves candles. She's always talking about candles, and so now she has started doing videos on candles and stuff like that. And whenever I buy all these candles, I always say it's her fault because I be like, She quick to let you know when something is on sale, honey. She quick to tell you when the Bath and Body Works is on sale, or the Yankee candles, or she got coupons or whatever. But she also had me buy this. She was telling about this in her chat one day. It is a candle. It is rechargeable. It's a USB rechargeable for people who really like candles, but you don't like. Maybe you don't want to have have to keep buying lighters or keep having to buying whatever, the you know what I'm saying, the flickers, the long lighters. Anyway, But this one is rechargeable. It's only a few dollars on Amazon. So I say all that to say, you guys, hey, beautiful soul. I was just saying how much listen, you got me getting up in the morning because look, I work from home, right? And I'm a night person, so I be staying up late at night. Actually, I just told you a good lie. I'm not working from nowhere right now because I'm on summer vacation. But when I was working from home. And I be getting up in the morning just to make sure I catch your live. Y'all, beautiful soul is in the house. Y'all better make sure y'all check out. Y'all enjoy what we do over here when we do our lives and we talk about what's going on, current events and stuff like that. Beautiful soul, she starts my day off, and I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I be stealing her topics. I'm like, we're talking about that. We're gonna talk about that. So, hey, Lady Detroit, how you doing, babe? And so, you know why? Because it's not an actual lighter. It's like a. I don't know, but look, let me show y'all. But it lights the candle. See, y'all see I have my candle right there. It lights the candle right up. And again, it's for people who don't really want to deal with it. You see? See how I lit the candle right up? Can y'all see that? I don't want to. Anyway, y'all see it. Y'all see it. So, oh well, might as well light the whole thing now. I appreciate that. Thank you for shouting me out. Oh, listen, I shout y'all when I enjoy it. Like I'm trying to shout out Brianna, but I keep getting sidetracked. Y'all know my age. Serious. Y'all check out Brianna Vanderbilt because she has started selling Scentsy. Scentsy is not a new company. I think we all have been to a Scentsy party or we know somebody that used to sell Scentsy. So if you are like me, where you used to know somebody that sold Scentsy and you enjoy Scentsy, but maybe you don't know a consultant anymore or you've lost touch with that person, y'all go over to her YouTube page and y'all check her out and y'all sign up. Everything is confidential. She doesn't get any of your personal information. You order straight through her website, but y'all go ahead and check her out. Scentsy has this, first of all, I have Scentsy all through my damn house, but Scentsy has this, it's like an air freshener spray, but it's baby powder. But I use it when I change my sheets. Bitch. See? Candles lit. Y'all can't see. Forget it, because I don't want to drip no damn I don't want to drip no wax. So okay, so because Beautiful Soul is in the room and I don't know how much longer she's gonna be here, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Kanye West conversation because we talked about it this morning in her chat, and she posted some of the video from his campaign rally, which I don't even think that's the appropriate word to use, campaign rally, on Saturday or Sunday in North Carolina. So the one thing I'm going to say with her is I agree 100%. My thing is this. It is definitely mental illness. There's definitely a mental breakdown going on. We are absolutely, if anybody has ever said they don't know what it looks like when someone is going through a mental break, when they say we don't know what it looks like when someone is in a manic state, when you say that is what Kanye West is what we are looking at. And it's not funny. You know, it's not. Like I saw a lot of people today making comments like T.I. and stuff like that because he came for Harriet Tubman. Okay, listen. Let's be clear. Of all the things that Kanye West said, that's what we're going to be mad about. We're going to be mad because he came for Harriet Tubman. Like, we know that that's not true. Like, we know that's not what happened with Harriet Tubman. Like, that's what we're going to... That's what we're really going to be mad about is the Harriet Tubman comment? Like, really? But what I am going to say is this, and y'all know, hey, Right to Be Told, how you doing, boo? It was in South Carolina. Okay, it was South Carolina. Okay. Here's my thing, y'all, and y'all know I'll be the last person to defend a Kardashian about a damn thing. Let me be clear. I didn't. But as someone who has dealt with mental illness in my family, y'all know my best friend, and we've talked about this freely before, and we talked about it on the Teacher Project channel, that my best friend's mom dealt with mental illness, and she was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia. And a lot of you guys may or may not be familiar with the fact that under the Clinton administration, they changed a lot of the laws as it relates to people with mental health issues. And it was, I want to say it was called the Patients' Rights Act or something like that. Quote me, if somebody want to fact check me, please do. Sorry, because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think it was called Patients' Bill of Rights. I think that's what it was. Under these new laws, it became a lot harder to commit people with mental illness. The law is very hard and it is very specific. And it deals with the person has to be exhibiting, there has to be imminent fear. So y'all know that word imminent. We hear it all the time. That imminent fear that that person is getting ready to hurt themselves or hurt others. Hey, Miss C Velocity, how you doing, babe? I'm not going to sit here and say what the Kardashians have or have not done, because clearly I don't know, okay? But I know as a family with no money and no influence, I know what we tried to do. And I know that we were very seldom successful with getting her mother help. Very seldom. I also know that your body adjusts to the meds. So whatever, it may not even, I mean, he has said publicly that he doesn't like taking his meds because it takes away his creativity, he feels. Which it probably does to a certain extent, because his creativity is probably connected to his mental illness. It just has worked for him in the past as far as creating beats and creating videos and concepts and stuff like that. But it probably was connected to his mental illness. So let me tell you, I'll give you a couple of examples of the kind of things that my best friend's mother learned how to do towards the end of her situation. We would get her to the hospital. Like, we might be able to actually get her to the hospital. We would know what she was saying. She knew the questions the doctor was going to ask her. She knew what she had to say so that she wouldn't get committed. She knew she was that. She wasn't, just because she's having a manic episode didn't mean she was stupid. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And she would say all the right things. And there were literally, I promise y'all, there were times when we would get her to the hospital. We would leave her in the intake office and she would beat our ass home. Like, literally. Because she knew what to say. And there were times when, like, I remember one time we ended up having to set her up. Like, this is how desperate we got as a family. We ended up having to set her up to get a drunk driving charge so that the police would arrest her, because, again, she wasn't causing any harm to anybody. But because it got to the point where the police knew, like the neighborhood police, they knew the situation and they wanted to help, but they had to follow their rules as well. So her mother was drinking. And so what we had to do was call the police and say she's drinking. And then when she would leave out the house, we would call the police so that they could arrest her for drunk driving. Like, that is how desperate as a family we got. And so I'm not going to say what the Kardashians are or are not doing. Let me be very clear. But if a woman with no money, only getting a disability check once a month, who was damn near homeless, because, I mean, that's a whole nother story. I can't get deep into that. But she was damn near homeless, could outsmart the doctors and get around medical help. Certainly a millionaire or a thousandaire, whatever kind of money he's working with these days, who has access to private planes and could call a driver and Uber Black and whatever else, certainly he could get around whatever parameters they may or may not be putting out. I don't know these Kardashians. I don't know what they're doing or what they're not doing. I'm not going to say they're not doing anything. But again, all he's doing is talking. He's not threatening to kill nobody. He's not threatening suicide. He doesn't have a weapon that we can see. He's not brandishing a weapon in the street. Like, it would. And then the other side of it too is they would be hard pressed to try to get him committed. And even then, even if they do all of the right things and they get him committed, all they can do is keep him on a 72-hour hold. That's it. Because at the end of that 72 hours, Kanye's going to say everything he's supposed to say. He's going to smile. He's going to take the meds. And he's going to go home. Now, again, I ain't defending no Kardashian. Let's be clear. But I just know it's just not black and white to say, you know, nobody, because I've seen a lot of people saying so. Oh, don't nobody love Kanye. Oh, they not doing this. Oh, they not doing that. But trust me when I tell you, it's hard and it's heartbreaking. And at the end of the day, for as much as you may not like Kim Kardashian, her first responsibility at this point is to her kids. He's a grown ass man. Her responsibility is to those 3 children or 4 children. How many? I don't even know how many kids they got now. Shit, I done lost count. But to those children that did not ask to be put in this situation. And if he doesn't want to get help and he doesn't want to take his meds and he insists on going out here and running for president and having pep rallies and doing all the other crazy shit that he's been doing and wear Make America Great Again hats and all that stuff that he's been doing, her first responsibility is to make sure that her children are protected. And the other thing I'm going to say too is this. We, and when I say we, I don't mean me, you, whatever, but we enable him because even after Kanye West put on his Make America Great Again hat and went to the White House and told everybody how wonderful Trump was, we canceled everybody else. We still ain't speaking to Chrisette Michele because she sang at the damn inauguration. And Trump wasn't even there when she was singing, but we still mad at her because she sang at the damn inauguration. We got mad at Steve Harvey because he went and had a meeting with Donald Trump. But Kanye West gets to wear the hat. He gets to do whole infomercials on how great Donald Trump is. But when the minute that man said he was going to drop an album and he was out in the middle of nowhere in Colorado or New Mexico or wherever the hell he was, every celebrity got on their private plane, flew to the middle of nowhere in the middle of snow to his fucking private listening party. Y'all, he wasn't so canceled then though, was he? Because he's coming out with a new album. Nobody had no problems with Kanye West when he was giving y'all some new music. Nobody had a problem with Kanye West when he was calling y'all saying, hey, I'm having Sunday service. Why don't you come and vibe with us? Everybody and their cousin was showing up to his private church services. Well, they were public church services in the middle of wherever he decided. Hell, he had one at Howard University during Howard's homecoming. I ain't see standing room only. He wasn't canceled then. Now all of a sudden it's Kim need to do something with Kanye. T.I. and all of them all over their Instagram talking about don't nobody love Kanye. Kanye don't have no real friends. What about y'all? Y'all support that bullshit. Because y'all want to say y'all worked with Kanye West. I want a Kanye West album. Kanye West did a beat for me. Like, so all y'all that's trying to check Kanye West and check his family and his friends, you check yourself. I'm talking about the celebrities, y'all, because clearly I ain't talking about us. But I am going to say for the people who support it, yes. So you can't pick and choose when Kanye West is mentally ill and when he's not. And again, when he was out here talking about Donald Trump is this and Donald Trump is the best and Donald Trump is great, people in their house right now throwing away Goya products and they don't know where they're gonna get their refried beans from because the president, the CEO of Goya said that Donald Trump, we lucky to have him. He's still canceling people, but for some reason, Kanye West keep getting a pass. Ain't nobody canceling Kanye West. I'm sorry, y'all went left. My bad. Let me pause. Let me read the comments. I went left. He likes the attention, but I think it's deeper than that. Lady Detroit, I think he has a mental illness. I think he is having a mental break. I absolutely do. He is a narcissist, but again, that is narcissism, whether people believe it or not. Narcissism is a mental illness. Like, you can't be sane and be a narcissist. Like, it doesn't go hand in hand because a narcissist says that everything is about me. The world revolves around me. The world will end if I am not here. Everybody that is around me is better because of me. Like, to be a true narcissist, because first of all, we use that word too loosely, but to be a true narcissist, that's a mental illness. Like, you can't truly feel the way about narcissism and be a narcissist. You on your way out?
Yes.
All right, be careful. It's about to storm.
Really?
You didn't hear that? You don't hear that thunder?
I just woke up.
Look outside. Look at the sky.
Is that why it's kind of dark out?
Yeah, because it's only 7:15. That's my producer, y'all. But, but yeah, so it's like, yes, he likes the attention, but he's a narcissist. But again, I truly feel like, and that's my opinion. You know, you add my opinion with somebody else's opinion, and you got the same opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like he's having a mental break, and we're witnessing that. We're witnessing this man have a mental break. You know. Mm-mm. Let me read the comments, y'all. Let me get caught up. Kanye isn't doing that. He's just running his mouth, so there isn't much someone can do. Right. He's not showing any is Lady Nika here? He's not showing any right. He's not threatening. He ain't threatening nobody. He stood up there for 40 minutes, however long his pep rally was, and he ain't threatening nobody's life. He ain't threatening to do nothing to himself. But I bet you, I promise you, I put money on this now. I don't have a lot to put, so I'm gonna put about 5 cents on it. But I put money on this, that those Kardashians have somebody waiting. Like, he probably one of his bodyguards or something like that waiting for him to meet that criteria, and he gonna be, I promise you. I don't believe that they haven't tried to help him. I don't believe that they haven't done things. I don't believe that they've given up on him. I don't. I could be wrong. But Florida, there's someone called the Baker Act, but I don't know if that's all of it. Yeah, the Baker Act is part of what I'm talking about. Yes, the Baker Act, yes. And see, before the Baker Act or the Bill of Rights, because again, I don't know if they're synonymous or if they're two separate things, but both of them I know deal with mental illness. But before those things happened, a family member could just put somebody, a family member that's in the hospital, and they could just stay there indefinitely. And so the intention of the patient's Bill of Rights was good. The enforcement and the language is the problem. It is Dr. Monty said in comment under her Twitter post that the bipolar disorder fueled the creative genius. Yeah, absolutely it did. Normally I watch you in the bushes. One day I'll drop a comment in the section. Oh, you talking to somebody else? That's Mr. Zudi. I didn't hear he doesn't like to take his medication. He said he does. Yeah, he said he doesn't like to take his meds because he said he feels like it stifled his creative. Reagan closed. Yeah, Reagan did do that. Now, yeah, Reagan did a lot of those kinds of things. That he closed a lot of the mental hospitals and things of that nature. But there was actual legislation, and I may have the wrong administration. I may have the wrong administration, Lady Detroit. So again, y'all know I ain't mad at y'all fact checking me. It may have been the Reagan administration, but I know under the Reagan administration, a lot of facilities were closed and stuff. I do know that. But I thought it was under Clinton that the patient Bill of Rights. But again, y'all know I don't mind y'all fact checking me, so please tell me because I want to be right. As long as it's done respectfully, I want to be right. I don't need to be right. I want to be correct and accurate in the information is what I'm saying. I remember Dundee was serious with trying to get his brother. Yes, it was difficult because once in front of the people, they was absolutely, listen, her mama, let me tell y'all what her mother did one time. It's not funny, y'all. It's funny because we laughed about it after the fact, but it wasn't funny in the moment. She was the doctor. We had gotten her to the hospital, right? We were waiting for the doctor to come and talk to her. The doctor came in to question us, right? The doctor was asking her questions, and she was just as calm. Mind you, 15 minutes ago, she was cussing us out, and we was every devil, and God was going to strike us down, and she can't believe we were doing this to her. Like, mind you, 15 minutes ago, we was the worst thing. We was the scum under her damn foot, and I've been called names I wouldn't even know how to repeat, okay? She was able to put curse words together that, I mean, they were eloquent. I don't know how she did it. But the doctor came in, and she was talking just like this. Oh, yes. Yes, I understand. Yeah, I ran out of meds. I would absolutely appreciate, yes, please, I want some meds. Like, that's how she was talking to the doctor. I promise y'all not. She leaned over so that she could see us, like we were behind where the doctor was sitting. She leaned over so she could make eye contact with us. She did exactly what she did. She went, smiled at us and winked. She knew what she was doing. She smiled at us and winked, y'all. And so in the moment, we were like, they don't see some shit. But again, we laughed about it later because what you gonna do? You can either laugh or cry, child. What you gonna do? You can laugh or cry. Chance the Rapper doesn't look, child. And Chance the child. Hey, obviously, Lee, how you doing? I think Meg look at Kim funny was her gaslighting him, saying, "I'll be your running mate." See, I don't follow Kim Kardashian, so if she said that, then that's some bull. Then yeah, I don't follow her like that. So yeah, I don't think she should entertain it like that. You know what I'm saying? But he even makes jokes about going off his meds and his lyrics, so he's self-aware. Yeah, they know. Because he plays the victim card. Hey, Yana, it's storming in Kentucky too. Melody joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't put it past her. And the passive income from all of the songs. Okay, I skipped something. Hold on, y'all, because okay, hold on. Sometimes the comments jump. He even made, okay. Hope we don't snap and clean out the family. Yeah, and that's all you can pray on. Yeah, people still buy the Yeezys and all that other stuff, child. They continue to uphold him. These celebrities are jokes. Exactly. I do think that the thing about mental illness too is there are things that will trigger it. I really think his mother passed and triggered his mental illness. I really do. I think it triggered where we are now. I do. First of all, he blames his mother for his mother. He blames himself for his mother's death, and so that's something that he's going to have to process in therapy. He blames himself for it, and his mother was his biggest supporter. So. He said Trump is his dad. See, I can't. Hey, Southern V, ain't seen you in a while either, hey, babe. That's my producer, honey. Kanye definitely has highs and lows. Kardashians can't control. Yeah, they can't control all that. Yeah, Dr. Amani from Married to Medicine, LA. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's how Dan Broderick was trying to set up Betty. She was definitely. Oh yeah. Well, I think but again, she was having a mental break. I don't even think she was a narcissist. I think she had a mental break. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she was a narcissist, but I do think she had a mental break. And see, again, in that moment, they didn't identify that what was happening was that she was having a mental break. A lot of people wrote it off as she's just greedy. She's just a scorned wife. She needs to just move on with her life and get over it. But she was in it. Like, she could not get out of it. I think there was a level of narcissism to it. But she definitely had a mental break. I thought the Baker Act was a Florida law. It's nationwide. See, that's what I'm saying, beautiful soul. I don't know. I know that the Baker Act deals with mental illness, but I don't know if it goes beyond Florida. And that's something I need to look up. I don't know. But I know both of those things deal with mental illness and patients' rights. But I don't know. Don't quote me because I don't know. And that's a good question. I don't know. Little baby, you're my Floridian. Is the Baker Act only a Florida thing? I heard Melody and Vivica. Well, I don't know. Most people who suffer from bipolar disorders are victims of sexual abuse. That's an interesting connection. Yeah. And a lot of times we don't see people's mental illness manifest itself until my best friend's mother didn't have her mental break until we were in high school. I mean, prior to that, she was, you know what it is? A lot of people, they describe as eccentric. She was always a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, my best friend's mother, she was always a little special. You know what I mean? But it wasn't at that level. And it wasn't until we were in high school she had a mental break. And hers came, she had she had a obsession with religion. She was very obsessed with religion. And she went through all the different religions. Like every week we woke up, her mother was going to a different church, following a different religion, getting baptized, and going all in. And then she would find something in the Bible that contradicted what she felt the church was saying, and then she went to that church. Like she was in a real, with her, that's how it 5150 hole. Yeah, that's what it's called up here too, a 5150 hole. Okay, thank you, little baby. Baker Act is only in Florida. Thank you, guys, because again, I want to be accurate. So yes, 5150 is only a Baker in Florida. Beautiful soul, and everybody else who asked me about it. Yeah, but we're going to move on to the next topic. But yeah, we did talk about Kanye. That's true. A lot of people have triggers, and it sets it off. I hope Married to Medicine has a third. Married to Medicine LA has a third season. I enjoyed both seasons. A lot of these shows is gonna come down to whether they're gonna be able to film. Thank you, Super Chat. I know they said the Real Housewives of Atlanta is still filming, even though Atlanta's supposed to be back on lockdown, I guess. And Portia is in a 14-day. They said Portia's in quarantine, 14-day quarantine. All right, so let's change it up a little bit. So that was my little 2 cents on Kanye. That was my little 2 cents on Kanye. Melody Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville, she moved to Georgia, and her and Martell are separated. So, and Carlos King is the producer of Love and Marriage Huntsville. He still has connections to the Housewives franchise, so I wouldn't be surprised. So anyway, I don't think Kanye's outburst can be attributed to mental illness. Mental illness doesn't make you feel. Yes, it does. Xavier, yes, it does. It absolutely does. Yes, it does. Anti-black rhetoric, that was the same excuse Roseanne gave. But I think that's where people, I think that's where we as a society have to get a greater understanding of what mental illness looks like. That is exactly what mental illness does. Mental illness is exactly that. And when people go on these rants and they go on these bipolar, that doesn't mean that everybody who spews anti-black rhetoric is having a mental break. But people who are having a mental break, they do things like that. My best friend's mother, when she was having a mental break, she used to cuss my best friend out. Call her, tell me I should have never had you. You're the worst daughter ever. You ain't shit. Like the stuff she would say to her in the middle of a mental break, absolutely it was a mental break. Absolutely it was. So I can't go with that, Xavier. I think that's why we have to make a bigger connection and understanding of what mental illness looks like. I'm not trying to give everybody with bad behavior an excuse, because that's not the case. Some people just have bad behavior because they have bad behavior. But there are times when it legitimately is connected to mental illness. Do y'all think Tamar had a mental break? You know what? I think anybody that tries, well, first of all, I never thought about Tamar being mentally ill. Honestly, I hope Beautiful Soul is still in here until Beautiful Soul said that in her live last week. And I thought about it and I said, you know what? Because I always just said she's just a brat. I was like, she's just a brat. But I'm going to say this, and I'm nobody's doctor, but for me, anybody that seriously tries to take their own life, and again, it's alleged. It's still alleged that she tried to commit suicide. I think there has to be some level of mental illness to want to kill yourself. That is my opinion. We all have been depressed. We all have thought about, not all, but a lot of people have been depressed. A lot of people have thought about it. But to actually go through the motion and the action of trying to kill yourself, there's something there for me. Now, in the Tamar situation, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really think there's a lot more to that story we don't know. I'm side-eyeing the boyfriend. Couple of things went down that I'm kind of side-eyeing the boyfriend. Some things were leaked. Hey, number one Eagle fan. Some things were leaked out of Tamar's phone. And I'm thinking to myself, only somebody who had access to her phone would be able to release. There were some things that were in her drafts, and they got leaked. And I don't think her family would have done that. I don't think her family would have leaked that. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's more to the Tamar story than what we know. But do I think Tamar deals with mental illness? Maybe. Maybe. Let me see. Hey, Danny, what's up, boo? And that's what I'm saying. Obvious, Lily. That's what I'm saying. And I think it's way more to that Tamar story than what we know. So I'm reserving a lot until we see. I'm reserving a lot until we know more. And I'm not one of those people that follow every single blog. I don't read every single story, so I don't know everything that's been said. So, but based on the information that I've been given, I'm just sitting here. I'm just waiting. But we never see them spewing anti-white rhetoric, anti-Latino rhetoric. It's always us black people when public personas start attacking us. It's mental illness. Again, I disagree, Xavier. What about Mel Gibson? What about there've been a lot of people, Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad. Like there've been a lot of I don't think that's true. I think we've seen it. Yeah. So so Andrew Gillum is back, you guys. Andrew Gillum came back today, posted on his social media, said he had to step away, explained some of what he had going on. Said he was battling with alcoholism, said his father battled with alcoholism. He talked about losing the governor's race, sort of pushed him further into his addiction. He ain't saying about drugs. He said alcoholism. He never said drugs. He said alcoholism. My audio is fading out. Can y'all hear me now? I watched Tamar over the years. She's displayed at least a personality disorder. Remember, Tamar went on Wendy Williams and told us she was abused as a child. I've never watched Wendy Williams. I've never seen a Wendy Williams episode, so I don't know. But I remember when she went on there. She's going to talk about the prostitutes. So is she going to talk about the prostitutes? What prostitutes? What prostitutes? I don't know what y'all talking about. Andrew Gillum. Now that's what I was gonna say. Andrew Gillum ain't say nothing about them prostitutes. Andrew Gillum ain't say nothing about being with a man. And if you keep an eye on that for me, I think you know what I'm talking about. Andrew Gillum ain't say nothing about drugs. He talked about alcohol. You know what I'm saying? And but from a political point of view, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He is Olivia Poping the shit out of us right now. And it might work. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He went away. And you come back out when there's way more going on than people have to worry about. Because let's be clear, ain't nobody talking about Andrew Gillum. I just happened to see it scrolling through the Shade Room earlier today. Ain't nobody talking about Andrew Gillum. There are so many other things going on. We're dealing with a pandemic. Florida is about to fall off the bottom of the United States because of all they got going on down there with the pandemic and stuff like that. We got Kanye. We have a presidential race. It's all this stuff going on. And he did he came back to social media. He didn't do a press conference. He didn't allow people to ask him questions. He's controlling the narrative. They probably paid a whole lot of money to them escorts, so they shut the hell up. And they don't have a story to tell. Well, other than what they done already told us. But they're not going to say nothing else for now. Notice I said for now. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Now, the question is, are we going to let him get away with it? I'm with you, Xavier. I don't care. I mean, I guess I should care. But when I say I don't care, I guess I mean, like, first of all, from my understanding, it was the worst kept secret in Florida that he's gay, or that he is at the very least bisexual. I think that's between him and his wife, that part of it. The alcoholism, if he went and got help and he's clean now, because let's be clear, he might not be publicly saying drugs, but trust and believe, whatever rehab he went to, he's clean of all of that for now. And I believe in redemption. I love a good redemption story. I believe in redemption. Someone having an addiction or getting addicted to something, I don't think should preclude them from having a great rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for the redemption story. Like I am. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh hell no, Andrew, no. I'm here for the redemption story. You know what I'm saying? Especially now in this racial people, he'll be forgiven. Yeah, I think he'll be forgiven too. Yeah, I definitely think he'll be forgiven. And with DeSantis being such a black bastard, right? You see what I'm saying? Because if I was living in Florida right now, in my mind, I'd be thinking, would I rather have Andrew Gillum as my governor right now? Like, really? I think I would prefer Andrew Gillum right now. But yeah. But go check it out. I don't know if he dropped it on his personal Instagram or what, but and I thought it was, and again, it was what he said was very well spoken. Again, he said all the y'all, I just got an alert on my phone. The county that I live in and another county in Maryland, the two counties that were the hotbeds to begin with, they are asking the governor of Maryland to tighten restrictions amid the high rising numbers of COVID cases in their county. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all we about to be back on lockdown because people don't know how to act. Andrew Gillum is trending on Twitter. Many folks are supporting him now that they've seen the incompetence of Exactly. Beautiful. So that's why I said he got Olivia Pope. Whoever is helping him, they're earning whatever they're charging because he's doing a really good job. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He said what he had to say, and he got the hell away. And honestly, most of us forgot. Most of us, in the grand scheme of things, the average American really forgot about Andrew Gillum laying in that damn hotel room with throw up. I'm just saying. No, what's going on in Oregon, Mr. Udy? Tell me what's going on in Oregon. I believe redemption as well. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, because I told y'all how I feel about cancel culture. Yeah, I know I'm very cautious about cancel culture. Very, very cautious. Very, very cautious about cancel culture. So y'all know how I feel about that. What time is it? Okay, I think. Yeah, what's my other hashtags? I done got caught up with the. Nicki Minaj pregnant. Can I be a hater for a second? Y'all? And I know I probably had some I probably got some Nicki Minaj fans in the room. Can I be a hater for a second? Did y'all like her pregnancy pictures? Did y'all like them? Because I know y'all gonna say I'm being a hater. I wasn't impressed with them. I didn't in the grand scheme of pregnant. I don't know. They didn't do it for me. They didn't do it for me. I don't like no picture, Nikki. You know what? That's a great tagline. He said what he said and got the hell away. He sure did. He said what he said and got the hell away. Abby, you don't care. You like the one in the garden? Mm-hmm. Oh! So Nikki gonna be a single mom because the daddy can't be 50 feet. That's not funny. It's not funny for the reason why, because because it's not funny because he is an identified child predator, but it's funny because that's funny. What you said was funny. Because, yeah. I wonder, you know what? That's a good question. Do you get an exemption like when you're around your kids, or you just can't be like, that is very interesting. I mean, I guess you have to be around your own kids. But you can't go to like a kid, you can't go to none of your kids' birthday parties. Like, that's interesting. So he can't ever go to any of his kids' birthday parties. He can't take his kids to school. He can't go to parent-teacher conferences. Or do they get exemptions for stuff like that? I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer in the room to tell me. I need to know. Because I need to know. That is a good... I never thought about that, y'all. If you are a child predator, what about your own kids? Nope, in Kentucky, he can't go anywhere, whether his child is there or not. Wow. He already got 6 kids. Yeah, he does. I mean, I don't know how many kids he has, child. Can't take them. Yeah, you can't take them trick or treating. You can't go to the father-daughter dance at school. Damn. Well, if anybody ever had an excuse to be a deadbeat dad, I guess that's a better excuse than any. You know I'm on that list. You know I can't come. I'm on that list. What kind of shit. The bombs are going to come for you. The bars come for me. The beehive come for me. Child, just come on. Just come on. He banned from Chuck E. Cheese. Crispy, that ain't funny. Y'all gonna make me laugh. Y'all know I'm gonna laugh at the shit. I would imagine no, because predators have molested their owners. But that's true. Now, that's not funny. That is not funny, and that is a valid point, Kales. That is a valid point. Yeah, her brothers. Yeah, now we know her brothers. Her brothers is convicted. Yeah, your child can't never have a sleepover. It's like, damn, y'all. I honestly never thought of that. I never thought about any of the consequences. I never thought about none of that. Wow. Yeah, I just didn't like the pictures. Y'all know, for as much as y'all say I'm a hater, when I like something, I like something regardless of who or what it is. I did not like those pictures. I didn't. I felt like I just didn't like them. I just didn't like them. I didn't like them. To this day, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think my favorite maternity pictures of celebrities. And she ain't even really a celebrity. She's a reality star celebrity. I love Monique Samuel's underwater pictures with that flowing dress in the water, and that thing was gorgeous. That thing was gorgeous. Exactly, Mama Six. Who the hell am I, child? So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover, y'all. I think I did. Oh, Yari, what's her name? Yari Sahara. The young lady from Blackish that stars on Grownish. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Yari. She just inked a production deal with ABC Studios. So she's going to be producing her own shows now. All I'm going to say to her is, don't make the same mistakes, whatever mistakes Nick Cannon made, so that he don't own his own shit. You make sure that your mama, because her mother's going to be her business partner. You and your mama make sure you get the right lawyers in the room to make the right deals at the right time. And she ain't no dummy. I know she's going to Harvard. She ain't no dummy. So, and I'm sure her mama ain't no dummy either. Her mama got her back. But I was very happy to see that. I was definitely, and I look forward to see what she's coming out with. I definitely look forward to see what she's coming out with. Speaking of mental illness, and then I am going to end on this. There's a lot of good stuff out there today, y'all. Y'all go out there and read through the blogs. There's a lot of good celebrity information out there today. On your IP creators. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Shell said that. Yeah, child. You know, Porsche's. I don't remember what Porsche's look like. I have to go back and Google it. I don't even remember it. Yeah, I'm definitely side-eyeing the boyfriend for right now. Like I said, I'm reserving a lot. I mean, well, what I was gonna say about Tamar was that she's awake and lucid, and she's talking, and she's been transferred to another facility, probably a mental health facility, is where she was probably transferred to. So the good news is that seems like she's out of medical harm, and she's been transferred to another facility. And again, that's code for mental facility. Whenever you commit suicide, excuse me, Lord, not commit suicide, attempt suicide, there's a mandatory mental evaluation. And so I know we're still using the word alleged suicide attempt. Alleged is the word we're using, alleged, but it looks like the doctors believe that that's what it was. Yeah, I'll try to pull a Pat Houston child. So I am going to say this, and this is a good, because again, we're going back to mental illness. Now, y'all know that prior to the 1970s, I think, I'm not sure the exact timeline, but prior to the 1970s, you know that homosexuality was considered a mental illness. And Stephen Canales, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, the co-creator of Pose, he's actually just inked a deal to create a docu-series. So, you know, docu-series is, you know, it's going to be like a mini-series, but based on, y'all know what a docu-series is, child. It's going to be a docu-series, and I think it's called 18 Words, I think it's called. But it's going to tell the story of the two activists who got that changed from it being a medical diagnosis, a mental illness. And so that's something to look forward to. It'll probably drop in 2021. And I know that Pose has a good relationship with the Stars Network, but I'm thinking that's something that'll probably come on like Netflix or something like that. I can see that dropping on like a Netflix. But I thought that was great because, again, I think that's something that I would want to read more about. I know it used to be considered, it was in the the DS, what is that book? The DSVM? The DS, y'all know what I'm talking about, the book that has all the medical diagnosis, the mental illness diagnosis. What is it called, y'all? Lord, I've been out of the classroom too long. Jesus, I need to go back to work. I teach psychology and I can't, my brain, I'm all frazzled. DSM, thank you, Reese's. Lord, the DSM, what are we on, the DSM-5 now? What version are we on now, Reese's? DSM-4, DSM-5, I think. DSM-4. Okay, thank you. But it was actually in the DSM at one time as a mental illness, homosexuality. So 5. We're on 5, Lady T. Thank you to my mental health professionals in the room getting us sister together. Thank you so much. The DSM-5. That just means the 5th version, y'all. But if you go to like an older DSM, like the DSM-2 or 3, maybe 3, probably definitely 2, you will see that it was actually a mental illness. And so a lot of times families were able, going back to what we said at the big city board, we came full circle. Going back to the beginning of what we were saying as far as mental illness is concerned, before the Baker Act down in Florida, before the Patients' Bill of Rights, families could commit their family members, and that was something that somebody could be committed under the umbrella of mental illness, saying, well, they're a homosexual, and so we're going to commit them to a mental facility for homosexuality. Family members, it was documented that family members would have their children lobotomized and electroshock and, you know, things of that nature. We still, you know, Pence still believes in, electroshock therapy to get rid of the homosexuality child. So there are people who still believe it's a mental illness, but it's no longer looked at in the medical field. Now, people personally in some religious places, but medically, yeah. Yep. So, with that being said, y'all, we've been here an hour. Y'all know we try to do an hour. We jump in and we jump out. But we were talking about a lot today. I was glad to see some people, good conversation in the chat, y'all. Thank you so much, beautiful soul, for coming back down. Y'all know I always want to try to shout out my content creators. Y'all check out Lady T. Lady T, I need you to do a reading for me. And I'm not even bullshitting. I'm real talk on that. I want to do a reading. I want you to do a reading. Lady T, over on her channel, she does readings. Okay, she lets the tarot cards let you know what's going on. Y'all check out Lady T, beautiful soul. Who else I saw come through? Amber was in here earlier. Y'all check out Amber Cotton. Danny. Now Danny need to put some more stuff on her channel. That's my little sister, so I can talk to her like that. But y'all check out Danny. You know, Danny does a lot of unboxings, and she is chronicling her journey. I'm not gonna tell too much of her story, but you know, she has lost almost 100 pounds in the last year, and she's gonna chronicle her story over there on her YouTube channel. She's back at work now, child, so it's kind of kicking her butt a little bit. I believe Mama Six, you have a channel, right? Mama Six does makeup. Y'all know how she dibbles and dabbles in that makeup. And of course, my big sis, even though I'm older than her, but my big sis, Abby, y'all know what Abby does over her channel. She has the Abby Reviews, where you could go check all her reviews, but then she's also got her Tatted and Fluffy, which is where her makeup stuff is, and she's in the process of moving all of her makeup stuff to the Tatted and Fluffy, so you got to be subscribed to both. You got to be subscribed to both to get all of her content, okay? And girl, no problem. And you do, but you don't have any videos up at the moment. Okay, well, let me know when you start dropping content again, Mama Six, because you know I don't want to miss nobody. And I always, you guys, I have gotten so much love in the last like 30 days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if YouTube, my algorithm has changed on YouTube. And for that, I'm thankful. But I have gotten so many new subscribers. So anybody that's new, that's in the bushes, y'all come on down and have fun with us. We won't bite, but I thank y'all for subscribing. I thank y'all for checking me out. And y'all, I hope to see y'all. But yeah, I've gotten a good little number of subscribers in this last month, child. With that being said, we're going to have to get off of here tonight. What am I going to review tonight, y'all? I'm going to, we got Love and Listings tonight. We have Black Ink Chicago tonight. I'm going to try to get y'all, for my members only, y'all know, thank you, beautiful soul. For my members only, y'all know I've been doing my marriage boot camp reviews, so I see y'all are watching them. I hope y'all are enjoying them. I think I'm going to try to get episode 3 dropped tonight. And tomorrow, after I get off of Beautiful Souls Live, tomorrow, I'm going to do the final Dirty John. The last Betty Broderick Dirty John. I'm not promising y'all I'm going to get that tonight. But those I'm going to do tonight, okay? Thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay cool. Lord Jesus, stay cool. And pray for people that don't have no air conditioning, because listen. This heat ain't no joke. Okay? All right. Peace.